Hello, my spirited, soulful Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of August. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just a reminder, the top 2 videos that get the most likes on YouTube and Instagram, I'm going to start compiling them. So we'll get a twin flame bonus. So no matter how you are participating, you will make a difference, okay? And also, just letting you know, my website has launched, so if you're interested in booking a private reading or learning a little bit more about me, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and visit SachiTheScorpio.com. All the info is in the description box below, but let's get started, Sagittarius. So, in the cleansing ceremony, we had Akasha coming out reverse. It says your guidance is divinely guided in reverse. So it feels like you've been getting some guidance that is not necessarily divine, right? Akasha is where the Akashic records are stored. The Akashic records is a library of everything that has existed on every single timeline of any time, right? It's this infinite library, basically, that shows every choice that you could possibly make, what the timeline outcome would be, right? It's an infinite possibility library. So because it's in reverse, it feels like you are being restricted and restrained. You feel like you don't have the ability to access whatever timeline it is that you want. And then the crumbling also came out. What are you clinging to? So it feels like it's because you're clinging to some sort of timeline that is crumbling. Okay, we had the 5 of Swords coming out telling me that there's some sort of, you know, either a mental situation going on, like, you know, the way that you're talking to yourself, or something that happened with somebody else. And there was a sense of defeat, right? The 5 of Swords, you know, someone's a winner, someone's a loser when it comes to this. You know, it's like, you know, I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, you know, I'm right, you're wrong sort of thing is what the 5 of Swords can represent. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's telling me that your divine feminine energy is not, you know, upright at this time when it comes to communication, right? And so Swords, of course, communication can be with somebody else. It could even be 2 other people involved here, or it could just be the conversations that you're having with yourself. We had the 2 of Cups come out, so it was telling me that there is some sort of soulmate relationship involved here. It's someone that you want an equal exchange of emotions with. But we have the Page of Pentacles, so it could be something solid, but it's very early on, okay? It's premature is what I'm hearing. Like, the Page of Pentacles in this deck represents someone who is very mature for their age, yes, but it's like, it's kind of like when you buy like a bond or something, right? It takes like 30 years to mature, and I feel like that's somehow how this soulmate relationship is. It needs time to get to where it needs to get in order to be of the fullest value that you want it to be. Whew. Excuse me. Anytime that I sneeze, it means something wants to come out. So I'm getting that there might be something that you want to kind of harvest, but it's not ready yet. It's still too early, okay? Then we had Zatu come out using energy gaze and coughing using division. So there's a lot going on in your third eye, okay? With energy gaze, I'm getting that your third eye is kind of, you know, focus more on what the energy is. You might even be interested in sightseeing and things like that. The description says, they say they stay still and quiet because it is seeing both past and future at the same time. That's exactly what we're talking about with the Akashic Records, right? The past, present, and future all exist at the same time. All times exist at the same time. We know that. Quantum mechanics, mathematics teach us that. Even though we are, you know, 3D beings programmed into 4D, right? Space-time. So yeah, there's definitely an infinite possibility, but with coughing division, there's some toxicity in your third eye that is causing psychic division here that is, you know, making you feel like you're stuck, like you don't have access to infinite realities, which you do literally at every single moment. So, Sag, that's what came out in the cleansing ceremony. What we are going to do is we are going to see what light you should be shining right now, or what the light that you have is to shine. And then in the extended, we will take a look at what is casting a shadow on your light, what is blocking you from being able to shine your light. And then we will look into how to overcome that blockage. And then, of course, some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. Oh, Okay, so this one just went right to my chest. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So Sag, you might be a light worker. You might be here to anchor in the light, and maybe you're feeling like, you know, I'm meant to do something big, and it feels like, you know, my soul has been preparing for lifetimes. If that's how you feel, this reading's for you. All right, let's see. What's this light that Sag is meant to shine? We have Mintaken in reverse and the initiation in reverse. Interesting. So Mintaken is like a mermaid, starseed sort of faction. I don't know too much about the Mintakens. It says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So it's in reverse. So maybe you don't remember being an original light worker. You know, longing for home can be, you know, not feeling at home here, and that's why it doesn't quite feel right. There could be this sense of longing of like, I never really feel like I fit in anywhere. No place really feels like home sort of thing. And that could be because you're stuck in this, you know, darkness basically that isn't your home. You know what I mean? The initiation is saying rite of passage, crossing the threshold. This represents, you know, going out of this shadowy area and going into, you know, the new world basically. And I've never realized here, but there's a lot of snakes here. And snakes, of course, they can be healing and things like that, but they're also, you know, the divine trickster. So there could be something that is tricking you into thinking that you don't really belong anywhere, that no place is your home, that, you know, that you're not a light worker, that you're not meant to be in the light, that you're meant to stay in the shadow forever. Okay, Sag, tell us more about this. So it looks like the light that you're, you know, meaning to shine, you aren't really, you're feeling like you can't though. With the judgment in reverse. Yeah, so, okay. So what I'm getting is the light is that it's basically about getting and crossing that threshold. But part of it is like, you don't have to feel like you have to go somewhere else in order to feel at home, right? That's a feeling inside of you. And Sagittarius, more than anyone you know, because you are the travelers, right? You're known for, you know, constantly going to new places and things like that. So with judgment in reverse, this is literally like Judgment Day in reverse. And what I'm getting is it's like, you know, the light that you're meant to shine is like, hey, you know, the home that we are collectively longing for is not, you know, crossing this threshold or, you know, the day of judgment, right? Ascending into heaven. It's not like that. It's more about, tell me more about this. Eight of Wands in reverse. It's more about breaking the cycles. It's like you don't have to just keep moving forward with the way that things are. There are ways to change the reality, so to speak. With judgment in reverse, I'm getting that you are meant to help people get out of their judgment when it comes to everything, right? About what home means, about belonging. But honestly, Sag, this feels a little bit more like a blockage already, of how kind of you're internalizing it. It feels like you can't find this in yourself right now for some reason. And it's even, you know, all the horses in reverse. It just feels like your horsepower is not going in the right direction. Let's see, what's the light energy? Yeah, because your heart is blocked. Okay. Because I was going to say, like, all these are reversed, which I don't usually read reverse as bad, but, you know, with judgment in reverse, it's also saying that you are failing to make some sort of decision. Not failing, sorry. You're choosing not to make a decision, which is a choice, right? You're not making some sort of judgment call. The Eight of Wands, you know, is talking about moving forward, you know, full steam ahead. The angels are blessing you, you know, go, go, go sort of thing. But it's like you're not able to do that. And it's because your heart chakra is not accessing the love. And I feel like that's the light that you are meant to shine, is like, hey, if you're not in your heart space, you know, if you're not releasing judgment of the world, of other people, of yourself, like, you'll never feel at home. You're never going to be able to cross that threshold. What's in the shadow here? Trainer Phoebe Stadium. So trainer always indicates someone else's energy, right? So where you are, you know, someone else's energy is here. And anytime Phoebe Stadium comes up, as you can see, she's like on a big screen. So I feel like, you know, things that you're watching on the news or even, you know, here on YouTube or Instagram, things that are on your screen are really influencing you to not have your heart where it is. It's like your heart chakra is blocked. And that's the light that you're meant to shine to other people, is like, hey, if your heart chakra is blocked, you will stay in this shadow. There is no initiation into, you know, this rite of passage of crossing the threshold into the light. You will never feel at home. You will not feel like you belong, and you will not feel like a light worker, right? Light workers get their powers in the shadow, but they go into the light to bring it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it does look like, again, there, you know, somebody else's energy is in the shadow. So if you're getting spiritual guidance, which we saw with the Akasha at the beginning, you know, it might not be divinely guided. Always check and see what, you know, who your spiritualists work with. You know, if they can't tell you the entities or vibrations that they work with, then that's not good, right? So, you know, full disclosure, I work with the angels, the archangels, high vibrational beings of light, directly source energy itself. Like, you know, I also work with elementals, unicorns, you know, things like that. All right, speaking of the unicorns, here they are. Let's see what unicorn wants to bring us into the extended. We have be a beacon in reverse. Yeah, it's like, so for some reason you feel like you can't be a beacon of light right now. You feel like you're condemned to the shadows, and it feels like, you know, either a spiritualist or someone that you've been listening to or the news or whatever is just tying you to some dystopian timeline, you know, not in your heart center. But the unicorns are saying it's time to be a beacon, be an inspiration, light the way for others. Sagittarius, literally, you know, you are the unicorn itself, right? You are that horsepower. But instead of using all the horsepower that you have to move forward, you're just kind of stuck in the shadows here. So, you know, we are going to look in the extended, of course, you know, what is causing this blockage and then how to overcome it. And then, of course, some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. If you'd like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. If you're watching on Instagram, the link will also be in my bio. So in my link tree in my bio. So anyway, I hope that you got what you needed here. I hope to see you in the extended. But if we part ways here, sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah!